Hi guys, in this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I'm gonna be continuing with my reactions to Generator Rex. And we are finally starting off the final season of Generator Rex. Season 3 with episode 1, Back in Black, and episode 2, Crash and Burn. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to get into this final season because this is the season that I kind of know the least about. I mean, from what I remember when I watched this show originally when it aired on Cartoon Network like 10 years ago, at this point, I remember the beginning of the third season. I certainly remember the crossover with Ben 10, which we're going to be checking out next time. For me, will be in like an hour or so, I'll be doing that. But there's not necessarily much that I remember beyond that. Like, that's kind of as far as my memories of the third season go. Probably as we get through it, I will be reminded of it, and I definitely remember like seeing at least a little bit of an episode towards the end of the season, but I literally have no knowledge by and large, so yeah. And I do like the ending of the season and what it sets up for this season with Rex having traveled to the future now. Only 6 months, I thought it was going to be more, but still. It kind of changes the status quo in a really interesting way in my eyes. And I'm just excited to see what now we're going to be getting into. And I'm also kind of curious whether they're going to continue to reference the fact that Six lost his memories. Towards the end of the second season, because now he has lost those memories before that he had with Rex, and now 6 months have passed where he hasn't had Rex, so in a way he kind of has to be a different person compared to what he used to be. So I'm curious whether we're gonna have any kind of like sign of that, so to speak. But yeah, I feel like these couple of episodes in the beginning of the season are pretty good. Like, from what I remember, the first 2 episodes were really good. I'm excited to get into them. And obviously, I'm excited to get into the crossover. But again, that's gonna be the next video. Still, before we get into the reaction, I do want to remind you that you can get a full-out version of this reaction over on my Patreon or Ko-fi account, where by subscribing to the specific tiers I've created for it, you can get access to some or all of my full-out reactions, which includes cartoons like this one, short live-action TV series like my upcoming reactions to H2O Just Add Water, long live-action TV series like Ghost Whisperer, and movies like the couple of TMNT movies that I've done, like the horror movies that I'm doing, and pretty much any movie that I have an interest in checking out, which usually will end up being either movies connected to any of the shows that I cover on the channel, or horror, sci-fi, and maybe occasionally something different. Also, I guess disaster movies will start happening regularly, so that's gonna be a thing as well. But yeah, you can also just stick with the YouTube version of these reactions. It's completely up to you, since I do go out of my way to keep the most interesting parts of the reactions in the YouTube videos. But yeah, you decide on that. It is greatly appreciated if you do support me though, so keep that in mind as well. But yeah, I think that's enough chit-chat about stuff you don't care about. You're here for the reaction, so without further ado, let's get into episode 1 of season 3, Back in Black, in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, I like the music already.
Okay, I get what's going on here.
It already feels like such a different atmosphere compared to what we got in the second season.
Remember? Breach?
It feels more like the Fullmetal Alchemist series.
The world has changed.
Cesar, we're in a pocket dimension and could collapse at any second. That's crazy, Rex. This is not a pocket dimension.
Yeah, it's a dark future.
Alternate universe, and you're my brother's evil twin.
I don't want Caesar to be evil though. Why is he not with the rest? Why is he still serving Black Knight? I wonder what happened to Noah.
Release.
You have them as slaves? Why are you working with her,
Something
Caesar?
about changes?
Without your healing abilities, Providence has embraced a new paradigm. Moved beyond the outmoded era of cure, contain, or kill.
And into the era of serious leash laws. We use
Or
it
slavery.
as our test bed. What do you think? I think it needs a new name. Because, you know, now it really is one. We've developed new techniques for working with Evos. It's all about understanding them better.
Something tells me that's not really what it is.
White Knight! Sir! Stand down! I'd rather go down in flames than see Providence in the hands of the enemy. He's got a bomb! Fall back!
I respect him for that.
Whoa. That was...
Agent 6 and Holiday took indefinite leave. They've been off the grid ever since. I've attempted to contact them, but no response.
You've attempted to
Wanna
capture
give him a
them.
ring? Not that I don't
Like, it's
trust
so obvious. Like, even if I hadn't seen it before, which I am not remembering, like, anything that she's saying in particular, but it's so obvious what she's doing. It's so obvious how she's manipulating him.
I'll take one of those, please.
It's yours. And anything else you'd like.
Don't! She's...
As long as I do whatever you want. Is
Yes!
that it?
Yes!
Contrary. You're a seasoned agent. I have a few boundaries.
I love that he's
Otherwise,
catching
you
on.
you see fit.
Say I refuse.
Then I turn you over to Mel. I'm kidding. You're free to leave whenever you like.
Bull fucking shit.
Now more than ever, Providence needs a Rex.
Fuck off. You're such a lying
Like I haven't
bitch,
used one of
man.
those in 6 months?
Is he the robot?
What? Never seen a monkey wash his hands before.
Not this one.
Yeah. I'm suspicious after that Robo-Bobo shit.
Hey!
Sorry. For a minute I thought you were...
Robo-Bobo.
Yeah.
Wanna check for a TV in my butt?
But come on, you... I don't know, mellowed or something.
Guess I just don't have a big need to act out these days. What with you and everyone gone?
Don't trust her, Rex.
I cheated too.
Missing an Evo Smackdown? That doesn't sound like you.
Yes, it doesn't, because it's not him. Even if he's not the robot, I think I remember that it's not him. Like I said, I love that Rex is not being an idiot about this.
Okay, new chief, how do you want to do this?
You're the expert.
I am? I mean, of course I am.
She's playing you so well, Rex. Calm the fuck on.
Handle it as you see fit.
Black out.
What's this strange feeling that's come upon me? Could it be... responsibility?
Yes. It ain't so easy, is it? And while you're wasting your time, people are dying. Oh, that's sick though. I love that machine a lot. I'd rather that than the motorbike. It's also blue, which I like. It's my favorite color.
No can cure.
Understood. Our team will take it from here.
Take what? Where?
It's the thing! They're gonna kill it!
Move into the vehicle.
What are they doing to it? I guess not killing it, but...
The vehicle. Enter again.
What?
What just happened?
Good fucking question, Rex.
What are you gonna do with it?
Standard rehab and reload. It's all very humane.
Oh, I'd love to see that. Mind if I tag along?
Sorry, Rex. Authorized personnel only. You've done your job.
And there it is! The pin drops.
Boundaries. Got it. Rex out.
Do you even fucking know, Rex? When has he respected fucking boundaries? Yep. The fact that she didn't allow him to know anything about this is the proof that he needed to investigate. It's the moment where you realize that it was too good to be true. And God knows what they are doing to them. I think they're erasing their ability to like do whatever they want, like their, I don't know what to call it, like self-identity or whatever. I'm mad at him.
Yeah, right.
I'm so mad at him.
You really shouldn't be here, Mano.
Fuck you, Cesar.
Zoo, the worm, my monkey practicing good hygiene. You're using that thing to control my friend. He's still the same Bobo you know and love.
No, he's not.
He's not the same, and neither are you. You should hear yourself. Making the world safer isn't possible without some form of control.
Fuck you, you fascist bootlicker.
Or what? You'll use that thing on me? Open your eyes to all the good we're accomplishing.
Shut the fuck up, Cesar.
With your giant fists, that's combat. I protect people and property. Okay, property not so much, but this? If you can't see the difference, then maybe I never knew you at all.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. I have work to do.
you're not his brother anymore.
Snooping around, Rex?
Fuck you.
That's another one of my...
Yep. How could you do that to your own brother, you piece of shit?
Of course I'm thinking. This is the logical conclusion to what we started. The logical?
What the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking moron? Come on, Rex, fight it.
Hey, Rex. You'll thank me later.
No, he'll kill you later. I'll kill you later.
Please don't resist. It's only painful if you struggle.
Oh, you struggle when he fucking squishes you.
His mimetic energy is slightly off the scale.
Come on, Rex.
Boost power. It's not safe to. It's for the best.
What? Is the sex with Black Knight so nice that you're willing to kill your brother now? Yes, Rex.
You just drew a line in the sand, bro.
Hell yeah. Save Bobo.
You better have a backup.
The prototype. Not portable, but more than enough power. Even for him.
Get it ready.
What is wrong with you, Cesar? What the fuck?
What happened to your Evo control?
She intentionally turned it off. She's removing free will,
Frustration.
is what I was thinking earlier.
Without our influence.
Grab her and squish her and take her head off like a fucking bottle top.
Necessary if Providence still needs you. There will always be a few Evos we can't control.
Yeah. I'm one of them.
Yes! Man, this season is already starting off even better than I thought it was gonna be. Holy shit. Let's see who has the bigger sword, you fucking 6 wannabes. Man, this is actually really fucking fun. Holy shit. This is the best. One of the best episodes, for sure.
You mind? You're interrupting the enjoyment of my employee benefits.
Yes! Thanks, Bobo. Is that who I think it is? It is. 100% it is. Yay!
Doc?
Welcome back, Rex.
Aw.
Good to see you, kid.
Before I blame this on a burrito-induced nightmare, will someone please tell me, what is going on?
I want to know that too.
We've been looking for you.
We knew Providence might find you first. Fortunately, we planted a mole.
Hell yeah.
You didn't wash. Oh, you didn't wash.
Yay! Oh, this is so cool.
That means it really was Bobo
In the flesh.
Literally. I gave it a biological upgrade, complete with his own nanites and fleas, ticks, lice.
Whatever they're doing over there is seriously messed up.
That's why we've set up our own operation.
Where are we? What? Okay, that's far more than I remember. Holy shit.
Whoa. Where did you get all this?
We have our sources.
So, we're like super secret spies now? Cool.
It is fucking cool.
Too bad about White though. I never thought I'd say it, but I'm gonna miss that pasty guy.
Well, don't worry about it, Rex.
How touching, Rex. I, on the other hand, have rather enjoyed the last 6 Rex-free months.
Oh, don't lie. You miss him too.
With the love in. We have work to do.
Yes, we do.
Really can't get any better than this.
Boy, this was so fun. I think this genuinely might have been the most fun I've had with an episode of this show. Like, this was so good on so many levels. Like, the plot was exciting, the story was fun. I just love everything about it. Like, it's always so hard for me to exactly explain the things that I enjoy about the things that I enjoy. It's always so much easier to explain what I hate. And it's annoying because I want to explain everything that I loved about this. I loved the plot in general. I loved the story. I loved I guess maybe a little bit of that nostalgia factor as well, because I definitely remember watching this episode when I was a teenager, I guess, in my early teens. And there's definitely aspects of it that I remember, like him being saved by Six and Holiday at the end there, and Knight being alive. What does come off as weird, because I guess I misremembered it, is the base that Knight, Six, and Holiday are using. Because I swear I remembered it being just like Caesar's ship for whatever reason. That's what I remembered it as. But it's clearly much bigger than that. It's not just a ship, it's an actual location. So that is kind of weird to think about now, because I remember it being such a... Like, it genuinely felt like they were on the run from my memories. Like, I remember it being... feeling like they were on the run. But here it feels like they're just, I guess, kind of on the run. And they're definitely, like, still having, like, a more of, like, an hideout kind of base. But it does... It does feel different. It does feel like... there's maybe a little bit of a less threat, because to have this kind of base right now, it means that they have a more of a backing than I thought they would have, you know? But yeah, this was such a fun episode with so many twists and turns and so much emotion. I still am so damn mad at Caesar for siding with that goddamn bitch. I want to know why. And I honestly don't know if I want him to get redeemed for that bullshit, because how could you fucking fall for that? How could you fucking fall for that? How could you side with her and work with her? Taking the free will of Evos is wrong. It's just wrong. You don't fucking capture tigers or lions and put them in a cage because they attack people. You don't. You just don't. I don't think you should even kill them, but I guess I'd rather take death than losing my free will, you know? But yeah, it just made me so damn mad. I'm just so mad. One thing that I want to kind of talk about a little bit, since I don't know whether Van Kleis survived, like, I don't know whether we're gonna see him again. I hope we do, because I feel like what we got with him there at the end of season 2 really feels kind of a lame ending for him. It does have an epic quality of him basically getting sent back in time or some shit. But it does kind of feel like a lame ending to his conflict with Rex, in a way. Like I said in my reaction to that finale, I feel like it would have benefited from it being a two-parter rather than just one episode because it felt rushed as heck. But it does kind of have a weight to it. Like the event of that finale does have a weight to it, just like the one for season 1, but this one more so. So I'm not gonna be too mad if we don't see Van Kleist again, but it does kind of feel like he got defeated like in previous episodes or previous season, in a much more meaningful way for the characters than him just getting sent in time or some shit. So I really hope we kind of see him again potentially. I don't know. They're definitely plotting Black Knight to be the villain, and from what I remember, I kind of have an idea of what the finale of the show is, so I'm pretty sure she is the villain of the season. But yeah, I don't know. There's definitely better quality writing and storytelling in this season. I know it's just the first episode, and it could completely change, and we could still get some garbage episodes, but it does kind of feel a little bit like this show has evolved with the beginning of this season. Like, it feels like one of those seasons of a show which just feels markedly improved. Like, it's kind of hard to describe exactly what I mean, but typically the feeling that I get from this season is the feeling that I would get from a show which used to have like good seasons and good episodes, then kind of died down, and then it got better again. Like, for example, season 6 of The Flash felt like that. It felt reinvigorated with quality. Fear the Walking Dead season 6 felt like that. The Walking Dead season 9 felt like that, for example. And this kind of gives me the same vibe. Not that this show in particular was ever this good. It's always been pretty like 7 out of 10 on average, I would say. Good, but not necessarily the best show out there or whatever. But it still gives me off this kind of feeling of reinvigorated quality with like a vision for the future that builds up with a good story for the future. Like, it feels like one of those times where a person with a clear story and a clear vision is writing it. You know? Does that make any sense to some of you? Because sometimes I feel like I really ramble a lot and do not really explain myself clearly, but it just feels like this is being written differently. And it feels like there's more of a goal, there's more of a vision behind it than what we got before. It feels more interesting due to that. Again, to bring up shows that I've watched that kind of show exactly what I mean. It's like comparing Doctor Who in series 1 to 4 with Doctor Who in series 5 to 10. Like, series 5 to 10 under Stephen Moffat feels more like this, like more thought-provoking, more emotional, more with more depth than what got before. Not that necessarily what we had before was bad, but with Stephen Moffat, it just had more depth. And this is kind of how I'm feeling here. Like, not that I hate like season 1 or 2 or anything. I do enjoy them. There are some really good episodes in there, but this just has more depth and just interests me more. It kind of feels like an edgier reboot of Generator X. You know? I think that's another good way to describe it. And honestly, I don't really think I've quite enjoyed an episode of the show to this level. Because I was just so engaged and so interested and so entertained by every minute of the episode. I was just so excited to see where the story would go, what's gonna happen. And yeah, I love it. I love it. It's one of those moments that I really, really love. And like I said, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. And not to spoil my video for whenever I do a top Generator X episode video, but this has the likelihood of being the best. It's definitely going to be top 10. I guarantee you that. Probably top 5. But it might even be number 1. We'll see. But yeah, I know I talked a lot for this one. I think we should just get into the second one. But yeah, this was so much fun, man. I feel like just by my reaction, like how enraged I was at Caesar, it just shows you how much fun I had watching this. Because like having these kind of emotional reactions just shows that you actually are invested and care. And this is the most I've enjoyed this show, honestly. So there's that. But yeah, we still have another episodes to check out for this video, that being episode 2, Crash and Burn. So without further ado, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. It's funny how the Black Knight has the white base and the White Knight has the darker base.
Seen our boy lately?
Rex is fine. He just needs time to adjust to our new setting.
Yeah,
Rex, it's
I think
Holly.
we all
Are
do.
you there?
Hey, Doc, what up?
You gotta be careful not to get captured by Providence.
Better than a...
What the hell is Red Skull doing over here? Or is that Casey Jones? Who the hell are these guys? Please don't tell me we're gonna have a shitty filler episode. Whoa.
Doc! Robo! I'm getting blitzed by some bikers!
Who the hell are these guys?
Sorry, dude, no time to chat. Peace. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna take that for an answer.
Yeah. Who the hell is this Red Skull guy? I kinda like him.
They had weapons.
Last time I checked, so did you.
Yeah, but not while I'm on my bike. I'm strictly one at a time.
Why?
Nanites that have infected his body are slowly poisoning him.
And way too late to introduce that as a fucking thing,
I'm gonna
show.
look for those racers.
That should have been like an episode 2 thing of season 1.
Sure, Bobo. You can come too.
Man, the new setting is really making the show so much more entertaining. Like even this like shitty filler episode, well, it seems like it's gonna be, still has intrigue, and I'm here for that.
And they're moving fast. I'll watch the road, you watch the screen.
Gotta warn you, chimps make bad navigators.
Just do it. That's some fancy ride. You following us, kid? Still think they don't look tough?
I take it back.
What is going on?
Because whoever you are, you're not bad.
And who are you?
You're awesome! Where'd you learn to ride like that? Anybody with that kind of skill should be with us. Yeah. What's your secret?
This guy looks so badass, by the way. I like him a lot.
Outrageous!
I also really like all their designs are really fun.
Guys, you try to
It doesn't even feel like they are from this show, man.
racers. You tried to blow
I like these guys so much already, man. Why am I loving this so much, man?
Never met a celebrity who could ride. I caught you, didn't I? But are you tough enough? Try me.
There's just something about this season, man. I'm glad that we're gonna be ending this show on a high note. And again, I know it's way too early to say that, but still. Usually have a good instinct about that. I kinda like this guy design more than Rex even, honestly. Why beat each other up while racing though? Feels kinda dumb.
You gonna fight back?
With what?
Ah, brother. Fine. Leave it to Chimpy.
Chimpy. Ah, Jesus.
I'll take that. Oh, you kids, pull over now.
Or what?
Cops.
Worse than cops. Providence.
The bikes give off a nanite signature. They must have tracked it. Rex, what are you doing here? Research? You don't want to get caught up in this. Back off now.
Good job, Rexy.
Sorry, guys. That Black Knight sent me the bill.
Oh, come on, fight, Rex. Jesus.
Something's wrong.
The nanite. Okay there, Mr. Yusei Fudo. This does kind of remind me of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
Where were you? Watching a doctor try to save Rand's life? Racers get sick sometimes. It's part
Not
of
like that.
those nanite power sources. You gotta stop using them.
Guy named Valve. He supplies the superchargers.
You're wasting your time. Valve never talks to anybody. He'll talk to me.
Yeah. He's the main character after all. Man, for a filler episode, it is pretty fun. I'm actually enjoying this one quite a lot. For a filler
Been
episode,
in a
again.
lot of big biker dives, but this is the worst I've ever seen.
I find a good cup of tea soothing for the body and the soul.
Hmm.
You don't have to tell the biker why you're here. The biker can tell. You wish to buy a supercharger.
I'm getting a certain feeling, but I don't want to say it to look stupid, so I'm gonna keep it for myself for now.
I'll race you for them. If I win, you hand over your entire stockpile.
Your answer.
I don't think I'm correct in what I'm thinking. I think you guys know what I'm thinking about who this guy is.
Are you?
When the wind commands.
Like, the fact that they're not showing who it is kind of making me think that it is who I think it is, but... Okay, it wasn't.
Let the race begin.
So he's fused with a bike. Big deal.
Just give me something to hit him with. You guys are walking arsenals. You don't have anything? You didn't think we'd need him today.
How convenient.
It was the only weapon I could find, okay? Can I borrow a sword?
Use your own.
On wheels, it's not gonna happen.
What's stopping you?
Well, for one thing, not sure exactly.
What have I been teaching you? Focus on what you want and make it happen. No more excuses.
Yeah. Even the writers are realizing, hey, why didn't we have Rex use 2 weapons at a time? Because it's fucking cool. And he already has certain things that he can do on like one arm and the other, so what's the excuse about him not being able to use the sword when he has the bike? Duh! Took you a while to fucking address that shit show?
So, is the wind talking to you now?
The wind commands the biker to destroy you.
Oh, now you even look like the fucking Shredder? Are you kidding me?
Focus!
Did you focus?
Oblivion.
Yes! Fucking finally!
He's doing fine.
Double up! Where have you been all my life?
I don't know. Ask the fucking writers, Rex. This definitely unlocks a lot of possibilities now. I hope they kind of address it as a mental block that he probably had.
Cute toy!
Because, like, we all know that when he loses his memory, he turns into that giant monster thing. And that's when he can use all of the things, because he becomes that thing. So maybe his brain does not allow him to use those 2 weapons at a time, because it could lead him to become that.
The biker is changing the deal. Because the biker doesn't lose. The biker never loses.
I think you should realize which way the wind is blowing, dude.
First time for everything. Thanks, Six.
It was all you, kid.
Rand.
Goddamn, Holiday looks so good in that.
Will be back to full strength.
You can't stop us from riding. What's stopping you? You can still ride. You just won't be poisoned by nanites. Come on, race you back to the garage.
You heard the man.
Oh, Rex found a new friend, huh?
You do realize we just turned a group of reckless teenage boys loose on the city.
All in a day's work.
I hope they do not disappear after this episode, because I do like them a lot. Goddamn, that looks beautiful. Okay, we're 2 for 2, and I already know that we're gonna be 4 for 4 by the end of the next video, so there's that. But yeah, I am glad that even the filler episode that this was actually really fun and so much better. Like, it's not flawless, don't get me wrong. I think the villain sucks, 100%. I still think it overall works for what it was trying to do, but it's not a villain that I really care about. It's not a villain that I think it's interesting. It does the job that he's supposed to do, but that's about it. So that definitely is going to prevent me from giving this one a 10 out of 10. But otherwise, it's fine. Like, I enjoyed the racing. It was surprisingly fun to see the racing. It was executed really well. I liked the guy with the blue outfit. He looks so cool. Like, he has such a cool and interesting design. He screams fucking main character, or at least main supporting character. I definitely feel like he's going to be more important than you might think because of that. Because his design is just too well designed to be just a throwaway character. And probably he'll end up being a throwaway character, but anyway. I do like him a lot. I think it was a fun episode. And for filler episodes, it's definitely one of the better ones, and I do like it. But like I said, it's not flawless or anything. I feel like the nanite thing kind of fizzled out and didn't really amount to anything. Because at first it was a really cool mystery that we were going to be solving, but it just kind of went nowhere. I feel like there's something more interesting that could have been done with it, other than, oh, these guys just use this fuel that poisons them. Because I feel like they also kind of drop that stuff too easily, like they give up on it too easily. I feel like there's more that could have been done there by having Rex have more of a conflict with them because of those power cells or whatever. But it's still fine. It's still better than a lot of the episodes of this show. So you're not gonna see me really complaining about this stuff. I still enjoyed it. I don't know if necessarily this would make it in my top episode list whenever I get to make it, but it's fine. Like, I enjoyed it quite a lot, honestly. And after how good the first episode was, there was a little bit of a worry that I wasn't going to be enjoying this one as much. And I guess I didn't, because the first episode was a 10 out of 10. I don't know if I mentioned that. Here you go. But this one was honestly really, really fun. And as best it probably could have been, given that it is a filler episode. So there's that. And yeah, I think I'm going to give this one an 8.6 out of 10. I kind of thought about giving it a 9.6 out of 10, but I feel like that might be a little bit overkill overall, because if I had to be like exact with my rating, it is kind of an 8.6 out of 10, but if I look back and think about all the episodes of this show, it is definitely better than a lot of them, and more interesting at the very least than a lot of them. Even if it's just for the fact that it is in this third season, which for whatever reason feels far more intriguing than the first two, it could potentially be a 9.6 out of 10 as well. It just kind of depends on the perspective. And again, I don't want to blow my load this early in the season and give it a 9.6 out of 10 and say that it's a good episode, and then when we actually get like a really good filler episode or whatever, it feels kind of lame to give it a 10 out of 10 after I gave this one a 9.6 out of 10, so I don't want to blow my load too early in the season, but it is pretty good, and I guess pick your rating. It's either 8.6 or 9.6 out of 10. Depending on how much you enjoyed the show in the previous 2 seasons, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I like these 2 episodes, and I definitely can't wait to continue watching this season, even if the next 2 episodes weren't what the next 2 episodes are. Well, it's more than 1 episode, it's just the length of 2 episodes. But yeah, what did you guys think about these 2 episodes? Comment those down below and let's have a discussion about this. And also, before in this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 5 patrons on Patreon. Deadpool, Corby Dead, Etsap123, Soap93160, and Theo Rose Gelatly. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. They have decided to support me and have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. Another thing that I also want to tell you guys before we end this video is something about me that some of you may or may not already know, that will also explain why do I look and dress the way that I do in my videos. That thing being the fact that I am trans. In particular, I am somewhere between a non-binary person and a trans woman, though I am unsure at the moment and probably won't be sure until I talk to a professional who deals with trans people. But that is where the reason why I'm telling you all this comes. I need your help. Due to the fact that I live in a homophobic and transphobic Eastern European country with a family that won't really ever accept the fact that I'm trans if they ever found out, it's not really feasible or easy for me to transition here with minimal to no repercussions. So that's why I would really appreciate any kind or any amount of support that you guys can give me with this. That said, I don't want to guilt trip you or anything. I don't want you to feel like you have to help me. So if you don't want to or you don't have the means to help out, that's okay. Don't feel bad. I just want you to know that it would be greatly appreciated if you did help me get out of this situation. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask me, and thank you for hearing me out. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Coffee account where you can pledge your support and help keep the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with someone who you think might enjoy. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one, where we're gonna be watching the Ben 10 Generator X crossover, Heroes United. Bye!